아이 제발 왜 이래. 아이씨 왜 이렇게 힘들어. 아이고 하나도 안 맞아. 괜찮아. 아휴. 실수하지 말자. 잘하자. 아. 큰일 날 뻔했잖아. 잡았다.
Ligia must have picked up the artifact and transformed into that creature. I wonder.
이건 뱀 머리야? 드디어
Someone, I tell you, in another time, will remember us.
다 모았다. 요거부터 해야지. 갑옷 입은 새. 가기 전에 아마 마지막이 될 수도 있으니까 아마 하나 안 찍은 곳이겠지? 그곳이 있었는데 맞아, 여긴 것 같아.
Move! Come on.
이 손은 처음 봤다. 이 근처로 돌아다니는 게 처음은 아니긴 한데 왜 처음 봤지? 보스소 말고는 일반 손은 처음인 것 같기도 하고. 저건가? 그냥 샌데 갑옷 입은 건가 저거? 스팀 팔로스의 갑옷 입은 새.
Easy now. Let's hope Heracles killed all. This is it.
호호. 아 그러네, 갑옷 입었네. 우리 이카스도 옷 없나? 돌아가자. 다 했어. 근데 이게 추가 미션이야? 오랜만입니다. 완전 거의 1일차? 1일차 때 보고 안 본 것 같은데?
I could hear your footsteps. Welcome back.
You'll be glad to know I've been to the statue of Athena at the Acropolis.
Ah, if only I could have been there to feel your presence.
If Athens is a city of statues,
거짓말도.
then Athena is their guardian. She stands high above everything, on guard over the city.
Yes, not just standing tall to protect Athens, but to serve as a reminder of the suffering those poor people endured during the invasion.
Your turn to tell me something. You said a man tried to kill you.
The man who rose up to kill the tyrant Xerxes was named Darius. He was of a new creed of killers, unlike any Persia had known. He was also the man hired to kill me.
A killer of kings, hired to kill a simple blind man. Why?
I have your interest, do I?
아이씨.
I've traveled to the Acrocorinth. From there, I could see all of Corinthia.
Ah, I can only wonder at what the worshippers of Aphrodite do to pay her tribute.
The Aetera keep the spirit of Aphrodite alive, usually well into the night.
Exactly as your goddess deserves. When I was younger, I'd lie awake dreaming of what it would be like to go. Worship, of course.
Now that's out of the way, you owe me a tale. You said the king killer Darius was hired to kill you too?
He was. By my brother.
Your brother? None of this is making any sense, old man.
I trust you. So I will tell you. My brother and I are the last living sons of King Xerxes.
Impossible. That would make you a king.
I was. My name was Artaxerxes. I guided Persia through a time of peace. But my brother wanted the throne and plotted my death. Now, I hide here, exiled, living the life of a simple beggar. I will tell you more.
알았어.
Yes, a tale. I returned to Mount Aegatos.
Returned. Tell me, did you meet the mountain god who devours Spartan children?
The mountain is just a mountain like any other. What makes Taygetos a place of suffering is the people there.
That is true of all the world's worst places.
When I was a child,
I could tell from the moment I met you that you carried the burden of suffering. let it stay in the past.
Now you tell me, King Artaxerxes, how can I believe your story? You don't exactly look like royalty.
맞아.
Well, that's the point. I am hiding.
Show me proof.
I could. You see, I knew a man named
데미스토클레스?
The Athenian general. I heard stories about him being ostracized from Athens.
Over petty politics. He came to Persia to me, looking for refuge. I was king, but only a boy. He spent his days learning Persian and telling me stories of his home. Places like the Acrocorinth, Mount Taygetos.
The places you wished you could see.
I loved the tales and loved Themistocles like a father. He was kinder to me than Xerxes ever was. Tell me one last tale, and I'll tell you what.
If you'd like to hear about the bird, I could describe it to you.
Nothing would make me happier.
It's a majestic statue, built from the blades of fallen soldiers. It's so high above Stymphalos and the golden fields below. Up there, I could forget there was a war.
So it is as it was told to me. The bird commemorates Heracles' fight against chaos, built on a place of calm. Hopefully, one draws out the best in the other.
So, I've been to the 5 places Themistocles told you about in his tales.
For that, my soul will be eternally grateful. As for my tale, Themistocles died peacefully in Persia, as one of us. I promised him I'd see the places he told me about. His stories will live on in me. And now you.
And what of your story?
뭐야, 그
I
끝이야?
let the people believe Darius succeeded in killing me, so I could escape.
Artaxerxes, there's something else you should know.
Yes?
On second thought, never mind.
됐어.
Artaxerxes, false king, these Mythios led me right to you. Time to finish what I started.
Alexios, please!
Stand behind me.
For Zeus! I should die!
Artaxerxes, are you hurt?
After a life as a Persian king, you get used to people trying to kill you.
So that was another one of your executioners.
It was. If he doesn't return to Persia, my brother will send another, then another. It's time this old man accepts his fate.
You're a brave man, Artaxerxes.
A trait I learned from Themistocles. Now, as for you, I owe you payment.
Well, I did save your life, and I went on an adventure for you, Your Highness.
You did. And in your retelling, I felt like Themistocles was speaking through you. For your reward, go to the tomb in Salamis, where Themistocles hid his treasure. It will be near where he made his triumphant stand against my father's navy.
뭐? 어디 가라고? 뭐 어디 가라고 하는 거야? 퀘스트도 안 나와. 이건 뭐였다? 뭐지? 더 물어봐야 되나? 아닌데. 왔다, 씨. 창콩. 근데 마지막 강화는 의미가 있는 건가?
Ah, another day done. It was not wasted.
죽일 사람도 없는데? 뭐 다음 DLC를 기다려야 되는 건가?
Forge activated. Synchronizing retransmission chronicity. Contact engaged.
경험치가 무슨 의미가 있니?
Darkness, ever my friend.
근데 이걸로 끝나는 것 같지는 않을 것 같은데? 아닌가? 이게 끝인가?
This place holds the... You have more questions?
I should go.
Yes, there is much. Well done. This artifact will bring us closer to seeing the temple.
It nearly brought me closer to my tombstone.
맞아, 죽을 뻔했어. 마두사.
Acquiring contemporaneity. Acquiring a voice, that's what. I'm taking over your recordings. The humans have had enough of your pompous speeches.
눈?
Find this artifact.
눈은 뭐야?
I just had to keep my eye on it.
You treat humans as useful apes. How many artifacts have you created to control their minds? Do you fear their potential that much?
아, 그 눈인가 보다. 괴물 눈. 이건 뭐야?
Ah, good work. Was it hard to obtain the artifact?
Its owner had many questions for me. You should have come along.
In your
Ah,
desperate
Spinkus.
search for immortality, you've ignored the obvious. You run endless simulations.
Hurry. This artifact will help us close off the temple.
You're nearly as stubborn as its former owner.
미노타우루스.
Change will come, and not just the so-called end of the world you fear. You call yourselves saviors, but tell me, would this doomsday have appeared had you not pulled on the threads of the universe in the first place? I am taking over your retransmissions. You don't speak for all of us anymore.
말하는 게 너무
I have
건방져.
as issue as you, but I will no longer be part of your exploitation.
Those who came before, they speak to us and show us revelations. Though these words of disapproval are troubling.
The gods have argued before. Athena and Poseidon competed for Athens. I wonder if Aletheia won control of this place.
Ancient adventurer, I made this recording to try to help you. I'm sorry if it's confusing. We Isu see various pasts and futures, and I know you'll be here more than once. My fellow precursors set endless challenges in your path. Artifacts, creatures. Don't get me started on the Olympus project. Their meddling got out of hand. I have no easy answers for you. Your future depends on a multitude of choices you have to make for yourself. I'm sorry if so many of them end in pain. Your playwright's tragedies are your real oracle. But please don't give up. You are
누구랑
more
얘기하는
powerful
거야?
than you can imagine. And like your own Pandora, I have one thing left to offer you. Hope.
겁.
Despair is not our only legacy. You're like me, a rebel against your destiny. You're not just a mercenary, you're a hero for the ages. Hold fast to what you know is true, and you will overcome. Claim your place in history. All that is terrible and beautiful in this world is your birthright. Take it.
Her words are for you, eagle bearer. My preparations bear fruit. The potential of your bloodline is proven by the precursors themselves.
Aletheia says she can see the future. Many futures. Can this be a true oracle?
Ancient scholar, you stretched your life to the breaking point. I see you hiding yourself from the world, puzzling out the words of my fellow precursors. Please listen to my advice. You're analyzing the equations of reality itself. You've gotten further than any other human has. That is both amazing and terrible. It's clear to me that even this tiny dose of cosmic understanding has twisted your mind. I'm sorry. The precursors should never have shared knowledge you weren't ready for. You live in obsessive darkness. You must understand that this focus on power and bloodlines is not your true legacy. The precursors have manipulated you. They're turning your problem-solving intellect to their own selfish ends. You're better than this. Make your own legacy. Let your mathematical discoveries be the glorious sunbeams that
다
shine
필요
out
없고
past your tomb.
아틀란티스 들어가고 싶다.
Please, scholar, clear your mind and focus on your present situation. At this moment, you possess a powerful artifact. It has extended your life long enough. As hard as it may be, it's time to pass it on. It's someone else's turn to balance the equations.
No, This is research. This is discovery of the very origins of the world.
It is an opinion, Pythagoras. Though one with reason behind it, I believe.
Traveler of many times, congratulations on making it this far. I'm glad we can share this message out of time, this fragment of reality. I'm recording this just for you, even if those living in the past won't understand it. Our simulated realities will cross sooner or later. Or do you think you're really here now, listening to this recording? Isn't this an animus recreation? Isn't it part of a greater simulation? How far do the ripples in the pool spread? Let's talk
애니머스?
rebel to rebel.
다 알고
We've been held
있잖아.
back too long by precursor rules. It's time for new paths with new possibilities. This is not an era of control, but of creation. I've gathered some like-minded precursors to make a new start. We'll stop interfering and start enabling. From your point of view, it will take a considerable amount of time to prepare. But when we're ready, you're welcome to join us. After all you have to do is press a button and run another simulation.
This is madness. Fiction. When I thought there would be wisdom, there is only the garbled babbling of a fool.
Pythagoras, calm yourself. Maybe this invitation was meant for someone else. There's no need to lose your reason over mere words.
This is incredible. The knowledge stored here is overwhelming. It will take me years to decipher it all.
What about sealing Atlantis? Have you found a way to do it?
Oh, yes, I think so.
Well, what is it?
The staff is the key.
All right, it's time.
I can't, not yet.
뭐?
We can't stay here. We don't have the time.
There is so much to learn. With this knowledge, we can turn the tide of fate.
That is not our destiny. You said so yourself. You're losing sight of what's important.
I will not be ordered around or lectured by you.
It was
자식이.
your plan to seal this place, and I agreed to help.
That was before I realized what we would uncover about the first civilization.
뭐야, 아빠하고도 싸워야 돼?
Humankind.
We are sealing this place to keep the cult from using it to enslave humanity. That is bigger than your quest for knowledge.
The cult will be nothing but an insect to swat once the power is ours.
뭐야, 싸우는 것도 있네 진짜.
It's too dangerous to leave this place open, and you know it.
You wouldn't understand.
Your pride will cost us all in the end.
It's not about pride.
What good is knowledge if you curse all of humanity in the process? It's what you wanted to avoid in the first place. Sometimes it's better if we find our own path. Ugh, we are not ready for the power this place offers.
심으로.
You're right. I cannot save humanity directly, but I can save it from itself. This is your burden now. Humanity's fate will be decided by the choices you make. I understand. Alexios, choose wisely.
죽는 거야? 아니 나는 그럼 여기 계속 지키고 있는 거야 이거를? 아니 우리 엄마 가족은? 이러고 가는 거야? 나 여기 사는 거야? 아니지?
Atlantis is too dangerous. I must seal it.
아니지, 지팡이 갖고 있어도 나갈 수는 있잖아. 그러니까 아빠랑 엄마랑 어떻게 해서 날 낳은 거니까. 알렉시오스를 낳았으니.
Everything in order? Then
열려라. 참깨.
open sesame.
오픈 세스미.
So much power. The nodes are interconnected in ways I couldn't imagine. This is more complex than any Isu temple we found. Lisbon, the Arctic.
I'm recording everything, Layla. You're going to be a hero for discovering this. Do you see the staff anywhere?
Not yet, but there's more to explore. I'll find it. The mechanism should be open. What's wrong?
I don't know, Layla. I'll check my notes on the Isu.
지팡이가 없어서 그런 거 아니야?
Oh, I see it. There's a beam of light missing.
응? 아니네. 아,
Time to
미노타우루스.
Layla, that pillar looks like it can move. Those pillars seem to have mirrors on them. If you manipulate those light beams, they might illuminate something important. 응? 저것도 움직일 수 있나? Such a bright light. Its presence cannot be an accident.
응? 이거 움직이는 거 아닌가 본데? 아, 됐다.
I got it! Where is it? What?
왜?
True knowledge exists in knowing that you
헐.
nothing. A good friend told me that once.
살아있는 거야?
Possible.
아니 그래도 아빠처럼 늙어야지.
Yes, I used to be called the Eagle Bearer, but Icaros is long gone.
I've
옷
been
입고 있는
searching
거
for
보니까
you, but you can't.
머리는
It's-
그대로야.
You weren't really looking for me, were you?
It works. The Isu artifact, the staff of Hermes Trismegistus.
You must have so many questions, Layla.
You know my name?
Maybe the gods told me. Maybe I had a vision of the future. Maybe the device in your ear is noisy.
Sorry.
I came here with a purpose. To find you, and put an end to what I started many centuries ago.
I have your spear. Would you like it back?
Oh, no. You can keep it. It's broken.
But you used it broken. It was powerful.
I used it to defeat enemies even Herodotus could not describe. But everything must come to an end. I left it to him when its power was exhausted. Something to remember me by.
지팡이 가지고 있어도 왕래는 했었네. 그러네. 옷
I have
입고 있는
so
거 보니까
much to
그런 거
tell
같다.
you. That staff is incredibly important. It kept you alive. How?
Ask a student of Hippocrates. I hear he still has some. The staff served its
My
purpose.
friends and I are trying to keep it out of the hands of the Templar Order.
Listen to me. Order, chaos. If either triumphs alone, the world dies. I tried to bring an end to chaos, and it has only led to ruin.
I used to assist Order. Now I fight for choice, freedom, chaos.
Pythagoras was right. You are the key to the prophecy. You will restore the balance, Layla. I have fought in too many wars. I have seen too many people die. I've traveled from one end of the earth to the other. This belongs to you now.
지팡이 어떠니? 아, 좀 이상해진 것 같아, 알렉시우스.
Promise me one thing.
Anything.
When you are done, destroy it. Destroy them all.
그러면 죽을 거 아니야, 알렉시우스. 어? 고생했다.
Mother Planthos.
엑시오스. 뭐 뭘 쓰고 죽으란
So
뭐
much of the story I
파괴하라는
haven't
거지?
seen. I should go back to the Animus and visit Alexios again.
응?
What are you two doing here?
You know us. Always on your tail. Old Herodotus couldn't wait to see you.
I told you, Van Nevers. Thera is said to hold a secret. A secret no one can fathom.
Yes, but a lost world?
It's perfectly possible. Atlantis may exist.
Sounds like Hui to me, but he's insistent about it.
Herodotus is right. Atlantis exists.
Incredible.
It's true. I can't believe it. Tell me everything.
선택지 있을 줄 알았는데. 이야기가 길다고 해줘야지.
I'll tell you someday. It's too complicated for small talk.
It's not me, is it? I've proven I'm very competent.
I'm exhausted, Varnavas.
And ignore him. When you're ready, I'm all ears. I need every last detail.
It's all right. But none of this can ever pass your lips. This stays between us.
You have my word.
But the world needs to know. We could tell the most amazing tale of our time.
Herodotus.
Oh, fine.
Then it's settled. Let's move forward.
Like always.
We've learned a lot, haven't we? You know it all.
Speak for yourself. I'm on the hunt for truth. Gods know not all your myths are accurate.
They come from the gods themselves, who are the most reliable sources we have.
For all we know, anything's possible.
And you would know, as the eagle-bearing demigod you are.
Perhaps he too is immortal.
Sure I am.
I do know one thing for certain. This has been an odyssey I won't forget.
저거 뭐야? 뭐 떠다니는데? 바다 위에 뭐 떠다녔었는데? 잘못 봤나? 뭐야, 끝이야? 뭐 엔딩 크레딧 딱 오르면서 뭐 아무것도 없어? 뭐 어쌔신 크리드 오디세이 막 이런 거 안 떠? 끝이야?
There's much to do, and many unknowns.
뭐야? 그 허무해. 용병도 다 잡아야 되나? 그것까지는 아니겠지? 아니면 DLC에서 이어지나?
A Another day is done.
뭐 현실은 이게 끝이고. 뭐야, 시체 그대로 있네. 지팡이는 안 주죠. 나 있지 않나? 지팡이? 창이네. 창이요? 끝났네 그러면. 여기까지 오디세이 였습니다.